Hey everybody, Danny Griffin with another Monday Mojo brought to you by freethinkingtools.com. Sometimes we cry in celebration of the victory of somebody we love. When's the last time you cried? I mean a real cry, not just the type where you shed a quick tear and wipe it away and quickly move on. You know the kind, when you really let loose and it all comes pouring out like a faucet. A dam literally breaks and you just can't stop. The drops are accompanied by heavy sobs and deep gasps for breath. The kind that might even require a paper bag to get back under control. If you look up crying on wikipedia.com, you'll find quite the dissertation on theories as to why we cry. Maybe it's to relieve stress by releasing toxins and harmful hormones. Perhaps it's to signal our vulnerability to would-be aggressors, or simply a sign to others that we need help and support. Think about how you react when you see somebody cry. It can stop you right there in your tracks and force you to play a very supportive role, even when you have no idea what's going on. Theorists even stretch back to the early days and suggest that the development and use of fire for cremation might have connected tears with the sorrow related to death. But how about babies? Without crying, would they even be able to communicate? Any parent knows the difference amongst all the different types of crying in an instant, especially any mother. Social influence even plays a major role in who cries. After all, it's fine for the women and children to let loose, but not all those tough guys, right? Well, what really got to me in thinking about crying was when it happened to me recently. But the point was it happened during moments of joy. It really happened out of nowhere. In both cases, I've been silently rooting for a couple of people very close to me, each climbing their own mountains and trying to bridge the pitfalls of life. I realized that neither wants to quit and lay down, and each has in them that ounce of fight they need to overcome, and all they really need is a little support and a whole bunch of love. If you care for somebody like I do, these two people, then you know how it feels. You know in your heart that it's their fight. I know you want to jump in the middle for them and slay that dragon, but that's not your role. So you sit by, almost helplessly, as they continue to get pounded over and over. It's frustrating and exhausting to watch, but if you hold on to your own faith, you might just be about to witness something amazing. You've probably witnessed it many times before. The miraculous comeback, the victory of the underdog. So the question remains, do you cry when they finally win? Do you stand up and shout with joy as you cry? Do you lose your breath? When you experience this moment, you know humility. We're all just the same trying to live life, and in the end, each one of us has a vulnerability. However, we can all overcome if we dig deep and move from the depths of helplessness to victory in an instant. And perhaps that's why we cry tears of joy when somebody else finally wins too. This is Danny Griffin reminding you, if you like these, share them, pass them around. I'll see you next week on Monday Mojo.